What is up, everybody? This is Ambulance Boy. Today we're at Fly Fest, Nass Wildwood in New Jersey, and they are showing off some cool old planes at the airfield. This one here is the B-17G Flying Fortress. Yeah, I just read that. It was on the side. But yeah, so this thing is pretty big, as you can see. It carried the bombs. Right there is the hatch where the bombs would be in. They have it down so you can kind of see inside. This guy here. So it's pretty big in there. And then we had the 4 engines on each side. The side turret, they had the top turret. They have one on the tail, which I'm going to get to later. We're going to go to the front turret right now. Here we are. So this was pretty scary. You had to fly in this plexiglass and shoot at planes coming towards you. So it was very nerve-wracking. And lots of times you could get stuck in it when the plane was damaged. So it was not fun being a gunner. They even have the side paint still on it. Very cool. And even how many bombs, how many missions. They have it with all the bombs painted on. So this thing went on a lot of missions. Here's the big engines. And you can actually go inside. And it's all cramped right now, but I might go inside a little bit later. Here we have a light on the side, on the wing. I forgot. Now these ones were super scary. Look at this. Now you had to go on the bottom of the airplane. So here's another turret. So technically there is 2 on either side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this one has 6 turrets. Don't worry, that's just a regular jet. That wasn't you're not missing anything there. But this one has the 6 turrets. Bottom one was super scary. It could get jammed, and so that was not fun. Then you had the side turrets, and it would be usually just the crew members. They didn't have it designated for the side. Just whoever was free during that time would grab the side guns and use them. But they did have designated people on these turrets. So, as you can see, here is the scope. The little scope. Glass is very damaged, but if you can kind of see inside, you can see the different degrees and the angles that was painted on the glass. The guns right here. A little bit damaged, but that's okay. This is overall in very good condition, and I'm really glad they brought this out because I absolutely love these bombers, especially the B-24, which is over here, the Liberator. Let's go see if I got this one correct. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Here's a beach. Oh, wait a second. I think I got it wrong. B-25, not the B-24. Okay. There we are. Wait. Nope. B-24. No, I was right. Never mind. I don't know what that was. Haha, I was right. The Liberator. Here we are. So this, they didn't have it as nice. The side guns, as you can see, didn't have any glass. So you got all the wind in your face when you were trying to aim. Here's a bunch of gear that they were using just to take things apart so you could see the engine. So we can see the one engine here. Again, this one has the 4 engines on either side. Very big and powerful. This one has a bunch of names on it. Now the thing with the B-24, unlike the Flying Fortress, this did not have the bottom turret. So This one only had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this one only had the 5 turrets, unlike the Flying Fortress. So this was a little bit smaller. There's a front one, can swivel. Has a side pane on it. Wow, look at that. Still really nice. Looks nice. They must have painted it. Here's the other 2 engines. Very, very exciting. This is really, really cool. And there's the other one. That door would open and you could stick out your gun from there. Very big wings on the back as well. And a nice turret on the back, which actually had doors that would close. So sometimes when they were shot, the doors would lock and then you couldn't get out. Oh. Let's see if you can go inside here. Oh wow. This is nice. Smells really musty, but this is really cool. Check this out. Wow. So right now we are inside the B-24 Liberator. As you can see, all the way back there is the turret. It's really, really bright. Wow, this is cool. We got the machine gun right here. Very, very nice. And the one thing, when they would get to a certain height, you know, you would pass out. So they had the oxygen canisters right here. They wouldn't last that long. They were very, very small back then. Oh, here's actually the bottom turret. It actually came up for landing. There's the other oxygen canister for the second gunner. And then there's a walkway where the bombs were. They actually still have a few of them there. So it was very hard getting back and forth through these compartments. And then you could remove this side panel and have it open just like that side.
Just a full trip through or out, or it has an exit sign up at the front.
That was definitely cool inside there. I've always wanted to be inside one, so that was definitely cool. This one you can't go inside, sadly. I think this was the B-25, I believe. They just left the sign back there, but they're working on it right now. So this is really cool. As you can see, it's a little bit of a different design. The back turret and everything's a little bit different, but the fins kind of look the same. And if you see, the height is different, so this is definitely a different plane. Sorry about that, I got that wrong with the bottom turret. They did have it. So B-24 has 6 turrets as well as the Flying Fortress. So they had a lot of turrets to defend the different angles. Here's the oxygen filler valve. So you could fill up those oxygen in the plane from there. And here, these things would roll up. And as you can see, here is where the bombs were kept. And actually, they still are here. These are decommissioned, so everything inside was taken out, as you can see, thankfully, because you don't want any of these going on. And then you had this little walkway to walk back and forth while the plane was flying. And usually these were open, so you had to walk through, and this was open. So whenever you wanted to go back and forth from the cabin or the cockpit to the back of the plane, you would have to go through this little walkway here. There's another oxygen canister if someone needed to be here for making sure the bombs were all good. Then you would go inside there. Yeah, they had them all dispersed throughout the planes. And also another cool thing which they didn't show in here was they had nice outfits which were electric, and they would plug it in or turn it on, and it would keep them warm. So when those things were faulty, it was definitely not a good thing, because you would freeze up here because there was no insulation inside these planes. But this was the beginning of huge planes, so this is really, really cool seeing all this. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it informative. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later, and thanks for joining me today.